Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Honorable Leader, guidance, which bill are we doing?
All right, Honorable Speaker, we now tackle bills. This is the Judicial Service Commission Bill, Bill number 23 of 2024, Judicial Service Bill. Just to also highlight that in case we are in committee stage, I'll move that the time be extended then so that we conclude the process of the bill today. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader of the House. It's at the table.
Bills first reading, Bill number 23 of 2024, Judicial Service Administration.
Honorable Minister of Justice. Honorable Member for Machinga Likwenu, Sorry, Honorable Minister of Justice, I had Machinga Likwenu. Are you rising on a point of order? You have the floor.
Madam Speaker, I heard the leader saying that until we finish the processes of this bill. Now, it's not possible to finish the process of the bill and pass it without a verdict on the previous bill. How would we pass this bill before we complete the previous bill, which we have postponed? I had hoped, as a matter of fact, the bill, when we are debating it, will be irregular, and passing it will be immediately unconstitutional until and unless the constitutional amendment is effective. That's my understanding. I thought we could consider this. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Machinga Likwenu, Honorable Minister of Justice, I hope you've got a response to that, because I think I am following what the Honorable Member for Machinga Likwenu is trying to advance. Because if you check in the Judicial Service Administration Bill, some of the terms are what was supposed to be agreed in the Constitution. So how do we, if you can address that, Honorable Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We could be having a difference in our understanding. The understanding on this side, Madam Speaker, is that this Judicial Service Administration Bill is a standalone legislation which is introducing a judicial service. And it has in its terms, because it is a new bill, it was because of some of the terms that it is introducing that would have necessitated an amendment to the Constitution as well as to the Courts Act. So our understanding this side is that this bill could be processed, could be debated, and hopefully passed, and then tomorrow, when we come back, we will be saying now that the new terms introduced in this bill need to match with the Constitution, which needs to be amended correspondingly. Madam Speaker, you will see, if you look at the language of the Constitution, it always never refers to a statute by name. It always says, subject to this Constitution or any act of Parliament. Let me, for example, take you to section 111 of the Constitution. Sorry, 116. There shall be a judicial service commission for the regulation of judicial officers, and which shall have such jurisdiction and powers as may be conferred on it by this Constitution, or subject to this Constitution by any act of Parliament. So that act of Parliament, for example here, which is being referred to, would be an act of Parliament like the one we're trying to have passed here as Judicial Service Administration Bill. So the understanding was that this bill is a substantive bill of its own. And it is not, unless it can be seen to be in conflict with the Constitution. That's the understanding of Madam Speaker.
You Honourable Minister of Justice, whilst appreciating that, but if you go back to our own Standing Order number 78, what you're exactly explaining is debating a bill in anticipation. If you read Standing Order 78, Honourable Leader of the House.
Honourable Speaker, if I'm allowed to say something on this, in one way, agree with the Minister of Justice, because the Judicial Service Commission, it's already in the Constitution. Section 118, it's where it is already. So even if that amendment which we wanted to do does not even come, that does not stop us to do this bill. It's not like in anticipation, because we're talking of a body which is already existing in the Constitution. Section 118, it's where the Judicial Service Commission is. It's not like it's not already there. So even if we don't do the bill tomorrow, or any other day, that will not mean we are doing it in anticipation, because the work is already prescribed in Section 118 of the Constitution.
Honourable Leader of the House, for example, if you go to the bill on page number 23, it is Section 2, part, is it 27? It is talking of a chief registrar, which is something that you want to change in the Constitution. So it is referring to the chief registrar in here, something that has not been changed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. That is the point which I was making earlier on, that these terms, like chief registrar, coming into this bill is not in the Constitution, but it has been introduced in this Judicial Service Administration Bill. If I think yes, if you look, Madam Speaker, at section 2 or clause 2, the interpretation section of this bill, it introduces chief registrar and defines who chief registrar is. It's defined nowhere else except here. And so, because of these terms which are coming here, the scheme was that those terms should also replace the terms in the Constitution. But in the Constitution, it only says registrar, not chief. So it was too much. So they should be aligned. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Minister, it's still on our side. We're still, yes, Honorable Leader, and then Chair of Legal Affairs, and then Machinga Likweno.
Honorable Speaker, I think we'll proceed in this manner, and I would like to provide guidance that this bill will be tackled tomorrow after the first bill. Thank you.
Honorable Leader of the House.
Since business was given to us, I would like to move that we hand over business to the private members. It's them who can decide whether we go early or not. I beg to guide.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader of the House. Honorable members, I now put the question. The question is that we waive all relevant standing orders in order for us to go back to private members' day. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honorable member for Chitipa South, you're rising. South, then I'll recognize you in Chisi South and then Lilongwe Southeast.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Today being Private Members' Day, and that members have worked very hard, I beg to move that we have an early adjournment. I beg to move.
Honorable member for Deja Central, we have a motion on the floor. No. No. You can't tell me who was first. I recognize Chitipa South first. Chitipa South rose. I gave him a chance. You came in later. Yes, we have a motion. If you don't agree with the motion, you can throw it away. Just throw it. Just throw away the motion if you don't agree with that. Honorable members, I now put the question. The question is that we waive all relevant standing orders in order for us to have an early adjournment. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honorable member, Honorable Leader, guidance, please.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I wanted to take this time to thank you in the manner you chaired proceedings today. You've done a great job under your guidance. I also wanted to congratulate the Honorable Minister of Finance in absentia and the Honorable Minister of Justice, spokespersons from both sides and the whole House for the wonderful job we have done today. And tomorrow, as you did announce, could be our last day, inshallah, but we have quite a lot of work to do. And for that reason, number one is as I did make a plea to honorable members to come in the large numbers, because as we have seen, that without working on the first bill, we couldn't do the rest of the bills. It's very important, very imperative indeed for all of us to be in the House. I would therefore plead that members should come in the chamber tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Very much, Honorable Leader of the House. And this one is a special plea, as tomorrow we'll be doing adjournment formalities. I'm pleading with both sides, from Leader of Opposition and Leader of the House, that tomorrow we are not using the podium for politics. We are only doing parliamentary business. I'm not expecting anybody to use the podium from both sides on political issues. So let us come with our speeches for winding up, not using the podiums as political podiums. If I at any point feel that we're using it for politics, I'll have no choice but to cut off whoever will use the podium for politics. So please, in your statements tomorrow, let's just be straight to the point. Let's not use it for politics. Thank you. Honorable members, it is 6 minutes to 5. I now adjourn the House to tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. House adjourned.
Majority of the total number of parliamentarians necessary. And that is how we have concluded business in the House today, Thursday, 19th of December, 2024. Today, the House considered a total of 4 bills, 3 money bills, and 1 constitution amendment bill. Parliament has passed the 3 money bills. However, the House failed to pass Bill number 22 of 2024 Constitution Amendment because the members did not achieve the required 2/3 majority of the total number of parliamentarians necessary for its approval. The 3 bills that the House has passed today are Bill number 31 of 2024, European Investment Bank, Water Energy Framework, Loan Authorization. Bill number 32 of 2024, OPEC Fund for Development, Shiri Valley Transformation Program, Phase 2, Authorization and Ratification. And Bill number 33 of 2024, Appropriation Amendment. The Speaker of Parliament has since adjourned the proceedings to tomorrow, Friday, 20th December 2024, when the House will be concluding the 6th meeting in the 50th session of Parliament. Umunso ndi momwe tatsirizira kukupatsirani tsatanetsatane zokambirana za phungu a Nyumba ya Malamulo lero lachinayi pa 19 December 2024. Mwachidule lero nyumbayi yakambirana ndithu mabilo anayi, mabilo atatu anali okhudza ndalama ndi imodzi yokhudza kusintha malamulo a dziko. Nyumbayi yavomereza mabilo atatu mwa mabilo anayiwa, koma yakanika kuvomereza imodzi mwa mabilowa yomwe ndi bilu yokhudza kusintha lamulo la dziko, kamba kuti chiwerengero cha phungu omwe adali m'nyumbayi samakwana kuti athe kuvomereza biluyi. Mabilo atatu omwe nyumbayi yavomereza lero ndi bilu namba 31 ya 2024 rather, bill number 32 ndi bill number 33 a chaka cha 2024. Ndipo pakadali pano aspika a Nyumba ya Malamulo olemekezeka a Catherine Kotani Hara MP ayimitsa zokambirana za lero lachinayi kufikira mawa nthawi ya 9:30 mmawa, pomwe aphungu adzakhale akukwangula zokambirana zawo pa mkumano umenewu wa nambala 6 mkumano wa nambala 50. Ndine Chikondi Manjawira kukuthokozani kuti munasankha kuonera kanema wa Parliament tsiku la lero. Makoma nonse.
Osayiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.